Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some major news to talk about. Over an hour of gameplay has dropped for Pokemon Legends EA. We thought we got a ton yesterday with the 30-minute gameplay, but no, it has almost doubled. We also have some rank battle stuff to go over as well. There's so much stuff to break down, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's take a look at this hour-long bit of gameplay. We're starting off with the title screen for Pokemon Legends EA. This is it. This is what it's going to look like when you load up Pokemon Legends EA for the first time. I have put it on ×2 speed because, like I say, it's an hour of footage to go over. So, we're going to be here for a while. But, yeah, this is the title screen, as you can see. So, you got, like, the glowing sort of, like, purplish thing on the A that pops up every now and again. It's like a digitalized background as well. But yeah, this is the title screen for Pokemon Legends EA. Very basic, but I think that's all you kind of really need. Anyway, let's move on to the actual gameplay footage. So there's 4 guys here just kind of talking about Pokemon Legends EA. They've kind of got the same demo that they got from yesterday where they just start in front of the Wild Zone, number 6. But there's just like, there's so much gameplay to take a look at. This is a new character customization outfit as well, which we haven't seen before. I do really like the shades and stuff, the red jacket. Honestly, the character customization is ridiculous. Every single time we take a look at new gameplay, there's new character customization. I cannot wait to see how much there actually is when we play the game next week. But anyway, this is how it starts. Again, this is ×2 speed, so it's going to fly through it. But we just have to because it's just so much gameplay. So anyway, here we have them just kind of like greeting YouTube and stuff, I think. Obviously it's in Japanese, so I have no idea what they're saying because I don't speak Japanese. But you can kind of make out what they're sort of like talking about with what's visualized on the screen. So we do have Pokemon popping up on the sort of like inflatable things on the water. So as we can see here with Chikorita, even though it's not a water type, it does still pop up on the water on this sort of inflatable thing. So we didn't really know if that was going to kind of carry into Pokemon Legends EA, but that's been confirmed. And then obviously they're catching the Magikarp there. Nothing crazy happening there. And then obviously it says Wild Zone 6, 15 something. I'm not sure what that's referring to. But they go into the Wild Zone 6. We've been here before, been here a few times. Like I say, the gameplay from yesterday all sort of revolved around this. Now, I don't know if that Binacle is a static spawn because we saw this yesterday in the gameplay, but we don't know if that's just the demo gameplay. So in this demo, there's probably always going to be a static alpha Binacle there, or it just generally is always there. But yeah, hopefully we do get static alpha spawns and stuff so we can shiny hunt them. I assume that they're shiny huntable, but obviously we won't know until the data mine actually drops. But either way, they're kind of just talking there, more stuff going on. Then they're going over to this location here where the Alpha Houndoom is. And again, you have like question marks that pop up and stuff over Pokemon, just so you know that they're there. You can kind of see them, and then obviously when they see you, it turns into an exclamation mark. And then I assume that some Pokemon will attack you, like this Houndour, and some Pokemon will just run away. So the kind of, some Pokemon will be startled and run off like Bidoof and stuff in Legends Arceus. And then some are just gonna, yeah, straight up start attacking you, calling their friends over. And you can already see one attack has already started this kind of like blood sort of thing on the side of the screen. So I don't know how much health you have in this game. Obviously, there's no difficulty settings, so you just have one set amount of HP. And I don't know if that's gonna resonate with the kind of Pokemon you're taking on. So maybe Houndour does like this much damage, but if it was an Alpha Houndoom that attacked you, it'd do a lot more. Not really too sure, but either way, picked up a Super Potion there, kind of running away from the Houndour. And again, they're just getting attacked constantly, not sending out any Pokemon. I think maybe they're just showing what happens if you take loads of damage. Maybe they're really trying to sprint away. That Houndour is fast though. And there's the Houndoom. The fact they're not sending out a Pokemon. Okay, now they're sending out a Pokemon, but it's a Chikorita. They're not going to get very far with that. So they've recovered that. And the HP, it does look like it's slowly, yeah, so even if you're still in battle, the HP does recover. Whereas in Pokemon Legends Arceus, I think you had to literally escape the area and then your HP recovered. But yeah, as you can see, the bloodstain has gone off the side of the screen now, so that's very, very interesting. So they're obviously just attacking this Alpha Houndoom. Again, we'll skip past like the stuff that we've already really seen. There's nothing kind of crazy here. These guys are just talking again, having a great time. We've gone back to this bit under the bridge. The Chikorita will be using Razor Leaf on the Magikarp. Obviously, it's staying there for a little bit so you can catch it. They didn't catch it, and then obviously it disappeared. They tried to catch it. They took too long, threw the Pokeball in the water, missed the Magikarp, and obviously that's what happened. So we've obviously got that bit. Let's move over to this screen here, which is kind of showing the party a little bit more, kind of gives you more information on the moves that they have. Obviously that arrow on the Chikorita means that it can evolve. And then we've got the Binacle, yada yada yada. Again, similar gameplay that we saw yesterday. Obviously it's just a different kind of point of view, different perspective of it. There's this elevator thing that they go up onto this roof where the Flaffies are. I think there's an Alpha Pikachu up there as well, but again, not sure if it's a static spawn or not, or if it's just from this demo. We then have the overnight sort of screen of Lumiose City for the ZA Royale. You can kind of see all these red outlines popping up and stuff. So that's what happens when it goes from day to night. So you stay in the same location, it just kind of pops up on the screen with the ZA Royale logo, and the Pokemon do stay in the same spot. That's something that I was a little bit worried about, because if you see a shiny Pokemon and then it goes from day to night, I wasn't sure if the spawns change and stuff, but as you can see, that Flaffy is still there. So that's good information to know, because otherwise a lot of people would be failing Pokemon. Now, some of the spawns will potentially change, like Ghastly will come out at night and stuff. So I don't know if it's a bit like Scarlet and Violet where that will sort of happen, or it will just not despawn unless you leave the area. Hopefully it doesn't despawn, because like I say, you could potentially be losing shinies and stuff, which nobody wants to do. And then we've got this person taking on the Flaffy. Nothing crazy there. Again, we'll just skip through. It's more or less gameplay that we already know about. Obviously, there's nothing new here. Some new attacks being used and stuff by this Floette. You can see there that the I think it's used charge, because obviously that special defense has gone up on the Flaffy. Really low on red HP. Like I say, you could throw a Pokeball there, but in this game, it's worth just knocking it out, because you can then just easily throw the Pokeball without them running away and stuff. And then they've obviously caught the Flaffy there. So there's that bit of gameplay. We have Watchog here that they're using. I think they're still on the roof here. These cafe chairs are kind of all over the place, but I don't think you can sit at any of those. I think they're just generally for decoration. So we've got Watchog taking on this Flaffy here. Nothing crazy. Again, won't be playing all the footage that we've already seen. Seeing Pavilion in action there. This may be where the Swablues are. Yeah, so they're getting towards the Alpha Pikachu from yesterday's gameplay. Again, really like how mist works in this game, where it generally does pop up with a cloud of fog. And then we're over here, which is, I think that was a TM they just picked up. Yeah, so you can actually pick up TMs in the wild, which is really nice to know. And I think they are reusable. I don't think it's just like, well, actually, I don't know if I don't think they are reusable, because it just says ×1. The fact that you can pick them up randomly in the wild means that they're probably not. Remember, Pokemon can be like in the air and stuff and on the ground, so you have to throw upwards and downwards on Pokemon with Pokeballs. Obviously caught the Swablu there. He's jumped up the ladders and just left Chikorita just be taking on that damage, which is very interesting. And then it says something there. The arrow is pointing to it, but I'm not really sure what that means. And then we're going over down here. So I think that's stuck here or something. We do have, which is really interesting, this is Valerie, the gym leader. I think her name is Valerie, for the Fairy gym leader from Pokemon X and Y. This is what she looks like post X and Y. So obviously your outfit has changed and stuff. That is Valerie. Oh, that's a better image of her there, yeah. So this is Valerie post Pokemon X and Y. So she has more of a, like a, I don't really know what this outfit would be called, but it's more of a sort of metallic music outfit, I would say, as opposed to the sort of like fairy outfit that she has in Pokemon X and Y. Anyway, the night is over and it's back to day. So I don't think we got this footage from yesterday, like the day after. So now they're kind of swapping out the Pokemon that they've got in the box into the team that they have. Again, you can access the box anyway, which is really, really useful. I really like the box UI in this game. Really, really easy to use and stuff. You literally just whip them out like that. Really, really cool. And then yeah, they're in the same location. Everything has changed. Obviously the Houndours are back and stuff. Remember, when it changes from day to night, Pokemon will recover HP. And they will recover everything, really. You won't, but they will. As you can see, that Eternal Floette. That Floette was on like half HP when they sent it in. So that's all that. And then again, taking on the Houndoom with the Charizard, level 50. I think that is Fire Spin. I want to say that is Fire Spin. I don't think any other move that potentially could be. But yeah, got some more Charizard gameplay here, taking on the Houndoom. Like I say, level 32 against level 50. It's 18 levels above, but still struggling. Just shows how powerful Alpha Pokemon are in this game. And then they've gone into the potions. Remember, there is a cooldown on potions and items and stuff used in battle. He's nearly fainted though. He's gone into the Chikorita. You can see that blood around the screen is getting oh wow, it's very, very bright now. One more in attack, he probably will be over. This Alpha Houndoom is giving everybody so much trouble, man. He's so close to... Yeah, there he goes. So he does faint. So where do you go back to when you faint? Because they never seem to show it. They never seem to show it. I think you just might go back to... I don't know, maybe like your last spawn or something. Or you might be go back... I think you actually go back to the start of the Wild Zone, actually, because they are at the gate of Wild Zone 6. So if you do get knocked out, you don't go to a Pokemon Center. You go to the start of the Wild Zone, which kind of makes sense. But either way, we've got these ladders here that they kind of go. We've seen a lot of this Wild Zone 6 now. This is the Alpha Pikachu, which again, don't know if it's the sack spawn or if it's just from this sort of demo that these guys have been playing. So I'm not sure if they're still kind of chilling up here with the Wild Zone 6. Now we have the ZA Royale. So this is all brand new gameplay. We haven't really seen this. I didn't want to spend too much time on the Wild Zone 6 gameplay because obviously we saw that yesterday. But this is ZA Royale Battle gameplay, so this is obviously what it's going to be looking like at night. So we've got the Totodile out here. Skidoo using Bubble Beam. We know that is a brand new move that Totodile can learn in this game. Could not learn Bubble Beam before. We know that Chikorita can learn Disarming Voice or something. Totodile can learn Bubble Beam. Not sure if Tepig's learned any new moves. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it has. But as you can see, they're just kind of like talking again. Remember, this is ×2 speed, so if it does look sped up, it's because it is. It's just because of this is an hour-long video. It's an hour and 20 minutes long. And we're already 10 minutes, 11 minutes into this video, and we've still got 40 minutes left of this. So, like I said, I'm trying to speed through it. Got Patch right here with the Sylveon. Looks like it's drowsy. Remember, drowsiness is back in this game. It's not sleep. But yeah, it looks like it's taking on that Patch right using Reflect, Light Screen. Remember, Reflect and Light Screen does affect your whole team just like it does in the original games. So you can switch Pokemon in and out and they will still have that Reflect and Light Screen. Coming in with the Ordino now, and yeah, kind of just showing how many Pokemon they have in their team. I think that's what that arrow was pointing to there. And then, yeah, they're just taking on this Ordino level 19. I don't really know what rank this is, but the fact that they're level 19, it can't be too high of a rank. But this Ordino is very bulky. I think bulk is generally going to play like a really big part in this game, because even though like Sylveon is a lot faster than Ordino, at least I believe it is, but they are popping off moves together, like you can't really tell the difference. So even though speed does affect cooldowns, I don't think it affects it a lot. I don't think it's going to affect it enough where you have to go in with the fastest Pokemon, whereas a lot of Pokemon are getting one shot and stuff. So I generally think like bulk is a lot more important. And that's just my 2 cents on it. As you can see, though, defeated that person, 2 wins, 500 points, 53 medals, 5,000 tickets they do need there. And then it comes up with a yellow icon. So what's this person saying? So they've clicked yes, and then they get... I think that might have healed them. Yeah, so that did heal them. So there are people all over the place. And if they have like a yellow icon, I don't know if that... I think they spent money for that. But it will heal your team, as you can see from that point of view. So you've got to look out for those. And then we have another area here. We've got a purple thing up there. I hope they go up there and see what that is. So something is looking at them. I think it's a person. Remember, these things with the blue outlines you can climb. So that's obviously, you want to be looking out for them. So what is that? Is that a Master Ball? What are they? I hope he gets to that. There's multiple of them, so I doubt it's a Master Ball. It looks like a Master Ball item. So maybe it's a really rare item or something. So I hope maybe they're just like difficult to... We've got Venipede there. I don't think Venipede was confirmed to be a Pokemon in the game yet. I mean, we knew it was back because the Dex is leaked, but I don't think we've seen official gameplay of Venipede yet. So that's the new returning Pokemon. And then we'll also come out with the Bellsprout. We're not really too bothered about this battle. I want to see what those Master Balls are. So yeah, they win again, get some more points, get some more medals. Can we climb this thing here to try and get this Master Ball? So healing up there. I think they've just left it, which is a shame. So this person just got... I don't know if they got sneak attacked or not. And then they're obviously sending in different Pokemon. A couple of different bird Pokemon. They're just knocking those out. Like I say, trying to fly through this. I'd really wanted them to pick up those Master Balls. I'm not sure. I assume they're just really rare items. But then the ZA Royale is over. And then at the end of the night, it shows you how much money you get and stuff like that. As you can see, 305 to 3,050. And then 4 is a ×1. So the more battles you get, the higher the multiplier for the money that you get. And then we'll go into this bit here. So this looks like it's one of the... I think this is the Cafe rank up battle. So this is where they have the 3 elemental monkeys. He has Simipour, Simisea, and Simisage. It looks like you have to go up to them, talk to them about battling. But this is in the day. So can you still do the rank battles in the day? Or is he telling him to come back at night when obviously you can do the ZA Royale and stuff? I'm not sure. These guys are still talking. We're not really too bothered about this. And then, yeah, we've got him talking here. I think they are actually just about to battle. So it looks like you can do rank up battles at any time, I think. yeah, they're battling. So, and it was the day. So you can do rank up battles in the day, which is new information. We didn't know about that. So now he's obviously battling the Simi Sage. Obviously has the Simi Poor, Simi Seer. They're level 24. So you can see, like, even though he's got the Tepig, the Simi Sage still won that fight. So type advantages and everything. You have to really be smart with how you're moving your Pokemon around and stuff to be able to win these sort of these battles. But obviously this person's got a fire, water, and a grass type, so you want to be bringing Pokemon that are good against those. Fletchinder dodges that, switches into Pikachu, but again, still hardly doing any damage to this, and the Simi Paw knocks out the Pikachu. Like, it barely did any damage to it, which is crazy. Like, type advantage is not as needed in this game as we once thought, so not trying to just have, like, loads of overlapping types might not even be that big of an issue, because it doesn't really matter. Goes into the Weeping Bell, though. Still, the Simi Paw putting up a really, really good fight, nearly knocking out the Weeping Bell. But anyway, I assume they're just going to knock out this last Elemental Monkey here with the Staryu, and we'll see what happens. Or maybe, I mean, they've only got 2 Pokemon left. This is very, very close of a battle. They're going to have to heal here. They've only got Fletchinder and Binacle left. And this is a very quick battle as well. It's so fast-paced. And this person kind of came prepared. All, like, decent mons against these Pokemon. Like, Binacle is out here, which is rock water. It resists fire by 4, and it's still putting up a big battle, this Simi series. So anyway, this is at the end of the battle, the rank up battle. So obviously he's giving the rank up rewards there. We'll rank you up from W to V. This is one of the only rank up battles that have actually been officially revealed, which is kind of interesting. And then they jump out here. This is the Rogue Mega Victory Bell battle. So you can see it's got like an exclamation mark on it there. Naveen's there. So I'm assuming Naveen was like, we've seen something about a Rogue Mega Evolution, meet me there. And then obviously you just go to that location, and then obviously you start fighting the Rogue Mega Victory Bell. So we'll go through all this talk, and I assume they're just going to battle the Rogue Mega Evolution here, which again, we've already seen a lot of gameplay about. So it's nothing really crazy. Just kind of showing more different angles of this Mega Evolution fight. Like I say, we've got Houndoom over here, which can Mega Evolve. And again, still taking on this Rogue, nothing crazy. And then it goes to a black screen to Mega Evolve. Mega Evolves the Houndoom into Mega Houndoom. And then, yeah, just fighting it again. It's just similar gameplay to what we've seen. So we'll skip past that bit because we don't really need to see Rogue Mega Evolution battles. We've seen enough about it. And then this looks like it's 4 different gameplay clips, and I think this is just kind of showing off the C button on the Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously, this is all on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is not how it's going to run on the Nintendo Switch 1. And then they're kind of choosing... I assume they're going to do a ZA Royale. Yeah, so we got a little bit more gameplay here on how the ZA Royale looks. So this is the Link sort of battle screen, and then you have local and online. They've clicked online, and then I assume that is normal and casual. We do have a bit more information to go over about these ranked battles very, very soon, but that'll be after we've gone over the gameplay. So then it's set up this lobby, that's the lobby code, and then obviously you give that lobby code to your friends, and then they can join, and then, yeah. So that's how you set up a ZA Royale. Very easy, very straightforward, not difficult at all. And then it comes up with some settings. Now this is all in Japanese, but we do know what that says from here. So it says, we'll go over that at the end, to be fair, because we'll just watch all the gameplay first, and then we'll go over that at the end. So yeah, some sort of text here, but again, not really sure what it says, but we will know what it says in a minute. And then it goes to this screen here where they had 3 Pokemon. Remember, you can go into this with 3 Pokemon or 6 Pokemon, I believe. You can have loads of different, you can customize your trainer sort of card like you can in Scarlet and Violet. So this person's got Gyarados, Slowbro, Alakazam, Ampharos. And then this is just the ZA Royale private battle. Again, we saw a lot of this yesterday. They are really promoting the ZA, like, online battle stuff, but I think that's because they're really trying to get people to play it. And I don't know if that's because this is the direction they're going to go in Generation 10 or something, but they are really, really trying to promote this, especially with like the Gen 6 starters and stuff being locked behind it. But I just hope there's like a ton of maps and stuff and that they've done this really well. It looks good. It looks like they've succeeded in what they were trying to do, but you won't know until you have that hands-on experience. Yeah, very excited to play regardless, but this is just kind of more ZA Royale stuff. So we'll skip past this. I don't know if there's any more like brand new gameplay that we haven't already seen. I think the majority of it was like the title screen, and then a few more bits and bobs that we haven't seen. Obviously, it's all brand new gameplay, but Yeah, I think that's just kind of it. I think they just sort of do the ZA Royale. A couple more Pokemon getting shown off, like Kangaskhan and stuff, and Mega Victreebel and all that. But there you go. Finish. This is what happens at the end, though, when you win. So obviously, they've got 5 in the bottom left. So they win there. The first, second, third, and fourth. And then I think that's just going to say, like, would you like to play again and stuff. So that's all the new gameplay. Again, nothing like incredibly brand new, but it was nice to see the title screen. Was a big fan of that. And yeah, let's take a look at some other things from this that we obviously didn't already know about. So, moving on, this was the post from CenturyLeaks where they're talking about all the different options for the ZA Royale. So we've got CenturyLeaks here tweeting out saying, here are the different rules you will be able to choose in private multiplayer battles in Pokemon Legends ZA. So there are no restrictions. There is a 6 Pokemon normal mode. There is a 6 Pokemon casual mode. There is a 3 Pokemon normal mode. And then there's a 3 Pokemon casual mode as well. So the only difference between casual and normal is that in casual, you can have 1 special Pokemon, but on normal, they are banned. On both casual and normal, all Pokemon are set to level 50. You cannot use duplicate Pokemon or held items, and the battle time is 3 minutes. I mean, no, we meant no duplicated held items, not that held items won't be allowed at all. So normal and casual, is this both regarding private? Because I assume there's set rules online ranked. But I think this is just private. Yeah, because it says private multiplayer battles. So normal and casual, they're the only differences. And really, there's not a crazy amount of differences between them. It just says casual and normal is that in casual you can have 1 special, and on normal they're banned. So if you want to use special Pokemon, which I assume are legendaries and mythicals, then you play casual. If you don't want that, then you play normal. On both of them, they're both set to level 50 though, and you cannot use duplicate held items, and the battle time is 3 minutes. So yeah, that's normal and casual. Obviously, it will be separate rules for ranked, but for casual, where you're just playing with your friends, these are going to be the rules for that. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame that you can't do 1v1s on private, unless that's the no restrictions part, but I highly doubt it. So you're going to need at least, it looks like you're going to need at least, well, actually, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about how many people you can have, actually. It doesn't look like it. Says, will these options be available for normal online play as well? For battles with randoms, it's always the normal 3 Pokemon mode. So doubles, nope. So yeah, I don't actually know if you can do 1v1, but again, we'll wait and see. I'd like to think you can, because then you can just actually have a normal Pokemon battle. I don't know. I feel like the ZA Battle Royale thing is supposed to be like hectic and carnage and supposed to be crazy all over the place, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the first bit of information that I wanted to go over. Let's move on to something else regarding ranked battles. So these are the new ranked battle rewards and the updates and stuff. So this was taken from another screenshot of Pokemon Legends EA. So again, hasn't leaked yet at the time I'm recording this, but the person has the game case. They're just putting like loads of foul language over it and stuff regarding Centro. But what was also in one of the screenshots was the Pokemon Legends EA like booklet thing, and it had a little bit of information about ranked battles on there. So the ZA ranked battle rewards. So you get, number 1 is a standard reward after each battle. So after every single ranked battle in Pokemon Legends EA, you will get a reward. Not sure what that is, but you will get a reward. Next up, we have a promo reward, which is what you get for rising ranks. So if you go from Z to Y, Y to X, X to W, whatever, you will get a reward for that. So a reward after every battle and a reward after every promotion. And then as well as that, you get a seasonal reward. And that varies by your rank at the end of the season. So a little bit like Pokemon TCG Pocket, where if you're Master Ball rank, you'll get so many Pack Hourglasses. If you're Ultra Ball rank, you'll get so many Great Ball, Pokeball, like that. Depending on your rank at the end of the season, that determines what item you get. And then Mega Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja are rewards for being promoted up the ranks. So that is, I assume, I don't know how this is, I don't really understand. I think it's worded quite badly, because they've said number 2 is promo reward for rising ranks, and then 3 is seasonal reward. And then it says these mega evolutions are rewards for being promoted up the ranks, but we know it's a seasonal reward as well. Or is it? Because it says you get it at the end of the season. So it's a little bit confusing, but that is apparently the information about it. I assume you just get it for ranking up from Z to Y, and then you get it at the end of the season. It's very simple like that. I doubt it's going to be something that you have to get to like a really high rank. But yeah, a little bit interesting nonetheless. But either way, that's all the updates that I wanted to go over for today's video. So much gameplay, so much information. It's just, like I say, so close to Legends EA dropping now. In regards to leaks and stuff, because I know a lot of people are bothered about that. People have the game, they're just not leaking it. So it might be one of those situations where we're just waiting for somebody else to get the game now. Like, one person has the game and they are literally just putting loads of foul things on the internet about Centro and then just like showing small screenshots of the case and stuff and the cartridge. And all they've really revealed is like the character selection screen and stuff. So yeah, nothing crazy. But again, throughout today, tomorrow, there might be some more stuff. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, that's going to be everything for today's video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered, on the gameplay, all that jazz. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time,